Hello, I'm Andy Nyman.
I'm Jeremy Dyson.
And we have written and are directing
The Psychic.
So this is the world premiere and it's here in York. Why York? Why did you choose York?
Well, that's a good question.
I like to think it was chosen for us because York is very significant to me and Andy because on a number of projects now, we sometimes when we get stuck or we need some intensive work period away from everybody else, we come to York. And I think it was something to do with it for both of us to get to.
Yeah.
Because Andy lives in London and I live up here. And then it was pure chance. We were looking for the right theatre to do the play for the first time. And it was really important to us that we found a theatre that actively really got the play, was enthusiastic about it, as enthusiastic as we were, so that there was a passion there because it's so important. And it was a chance thing that my old colleagues, Steve Pemberton and Rhys Shearsmith, got honorary doctorates at York University, and Steve was sat next to Paul Cruise, who'd just taken over the theatre. And Paul said, "Oh, I'd be quite interested in seeing that." The next day he came to Leeds to meet me, and he loved the play.
Yeah.
He just loved the play.
So Ghost Stories is a horror play. This is not that. This is a Hitchcockian thriller.
We both loved thrillers full of twists and turns,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh my God, you can't believe that's just happened. And so wanting to give that kind of experience to an audience full of those, oh my God, moments. But also I love the marriage of that with creepiness as well, that you'll often get in some of the Agatha Christie's. Endless Night was a film that I loved when I was a kid that has a real creepy, almost horror edge. So that you're blurring a bit of the lines between those two types of show.
It's like Hitchcock, Agatha Christie on stage. And that's what we love. I mean, there are moments in this that we cannot wait to hear an audience react to. Gasp moments, twist moments, moments that just... Very exciting for us to be creating something brand new again, because Ghost Stories has been the most remarkable success and we still love it, and but it's 16 years that's been on and off. To be swimming in brand new waters and discovering it with this cast, and then those audiences will be the first people in the world who will ever see these twists, hear those lines, have those moments, scream, jump, laugh. First people ever. And it's so exciting. It really is.
We always want to give a unique experience to an audience. We are passionate about how brilliant and exciting theatre can be when it's firing on all cylinders. It's just the best form of storytelling. It beats movies hands down, a great night out at the theatre, because it's live in front of you. You're watching a performance that will never happen again each night. And to have all of the machinery of that storytelling that you can get now technically to tell a story live in front of the audience, so they're literally like that watching it. From a creative, from a writer's point of view and a director's point of view, it's the biggest thrill, and that's what we're feeling. Frances Barber is an incredibly experienced, she's a Shakespearean actress, she's played everything. To have somebody of her weight in the role of Rosa is, for us, just such a thrill. And Eileen Walsh is the same. Eileen's an extraordinary actress. She's, Irish theatre royalty.
She is extraordinary, and her and Frances, and then Megan Placito, who is the younger actress. We just sit there like watching them and thinking you just can't wait. Okay, so here's the plot. Very popular TV and touring psychic called Sheila Gold gets caught using an earpiece on stage that has someone backstage giving her details of the dead relatives she's supposed to be contacting. So she gets taken to court and she loses the court case and she loses £500,000. And her reputation's in tatters. She's dragged through the tabloids. A very wealthy couple who sadly have lost a child come to her desperate to find peace and closure and ask to make contact, if possible, if Sheila can make contact with their dead daughter and can bring that peace to them, they will give her £100,000, £200,000. It means nothing to them. And Sheila, upon hearing this, thinks, oh, I am going to bleed them dry. And that's the play.
What are your thoughts on psychics?
That's a really good question because we talk about that a lot, and it's complicated.
Complicated and more nuanced than you might think. You know, obviously Andy has decades worth of experience of that world, having worked so closely with Derren Brown for 20 years. So you know all the techniques of the fake psychic. But we also, I would say, are, whilst not conventional believers, we have the humility to know that there are more things in heaven and earth, as they might say. So it's not clear cut. And the play definitely explores all sides of the question.
We'll give you a night you won't forget. The play really delivers. I mean, it seems silly to talk about your own work like that, but we've worked so long and hard on it, and we know the stuff that we love, and we know the things it's based on in terms of the structure of those thrillers. And I just know that if we went to the theatre to see this thing, we'd be like, oh, loved that.